Alpert.
In 1969 at A&M, the old Charlie Chaplin studios, I was the lucky recipient of, "Hey buddy, you want to hear a tape?" My routine for listening to new artists has always been close my eyes, listen, don't think. And in my office at A&M Records, I had like Altec 604 speakers about 12 feet away from my couch. So sitting on the couch, listening to the music of the Carpenters, it seemed like Karen Carpenter's voice was sitting right next to me. I met them both a few days later and fell in love with their sincerity and for this young girl who had this magical voice that was very mature. They were making music that they both loved, very conscious of the melody, harmony, and rhythm. And even though Karen has an extraordinarily beautiful voice, it was Richard who knew how to pick a good song, arrange and orchestrate the material, and produce hit records one after another. The combination of Richard and Karen Carpenter was a magical gift to A&M Records and to the world of music. So, here's a little short film that will give you a glimpse into the lives of Richard and Karen.
Children, it was more fun to be children. We just took life as it happened. Run through the days, don't look behind.
Well, our first contestants tonight come from California State College at Long Beach. They're the Dick Carpenter Trio.
Richard was musical practically from birth. From the time that Richard was 2, he was always interested in listening. As he was growing up, he really displayed an enormous interest and began showing that he had a gift in a lot of areas. See, I had no idea that I could do a blasted thing, and when I got into marching band, I immediately fell in love with the drums, and I was the first female drummer.
We entered the Hollywood Bowl Battle of the Bands in 1966, and we were lucky enough to win that.
I've been interested in voice all my life, and I'd like to hear what different people could do, and there came a time when I started writing tunes. I was interested in how Karen would sound. I came up with this tune, I wrote it in G and just laid it out for Karen to sing in G, and all of a sudden this voice came out that was the one we hear on record, singing the leads.
I think I'm going to be sad. I think it's today.
Because they hear me in the foreground, they think that it's my record. I do the lead singing, but Richard does all the picking of the material, he does all the arranging, all the orchestrating, he conducts it, he produces it.
He's got a ticket to ride, and he don't care.
It just turned out that the radio program was looking for a change of pace. I mean, we didn't know that, of course. We just put out Close to You, and then boom.
Carpenters.
Down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Yours put me at the top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Down on creation, and the only explanation I can find.
like to introduce my friend and the driving force behind the success of the Carpenters, Mr. Richard Carpenter.